Once, in a vibrant and bustling village, there lived a clever crow. This crow swooped and soared through the skies every day, always on the lookout for tasty treats and new adventures. One bright morning, while gliding over the village, the crow spotted a farmer tending to his thriving fields. The fields were bursting with lush, ripe crops, and the crow's eyes lit up at the sight of the delicious feast below. The farmer, a kind and hardworking man, was busy working on his land. He watered the plants, pulled out pesky weeds, and ensured everything was growing nicely. One day, the crafty crow decided to visit the farmer's field. Quietly and carefully, it landed near the edge of the field. It watched as the farmer left to head back to his small cottage for a meal, knowing it was the perfect time to act. The crow quickly hopped into the open field, pecking and nibbling on the juicy grains. It was having a wonderful time until, suddenly, it heard a sound. Turning around in alarm, the crow saw the farmer returning. Thinking fast, the raven quickly flew up into the air to escape. But the farmer, noticing his half-eaten crops, was not angry. Instead, he chuckled kindly at the crow and thought, "I must find a way to keep my crops safe without frightening away this cheeky little fellow." So, the farmer came up with a brilliant plan. He decided to build a scarecrow right in the middle of his field. The next day, the crow returned, its eyes gleaming with the intent of another feast. However, as it flew down to the field, it noticed something strange. There stood a tall, straw-filled figure with wide-brimmed hat and worn-out clothes. This scarecrow looked like a person watching over the field. Curious and a little cautious, the crow decided to test this new visitor. It flew around and around the scarecrow, but the figure never moved, never chased it away. Realizing it was only a pretend person, the crow happily resumed its little grain-picking adventure. But now it was much more careful, never staying long, and always making sure to leave enough for the farmer too. The crow and the farmer shared their little understanding from that day on. The farmer was glad his scarecrow kept his crops mostly safe, and the crow was delighted with its occasional treats. And so, in that vibrant village, the crow and the farmer lived their days, each respecting the other's space and sharing in the bounty that the fertile land provided. They both learned to live in harmony, teaching us the value of kindness and clever compromise.